Hello, everybody, again. My name is Jordan Still, and I am back with another video teaching you how to become masters at cost per action advertising. Today's video is about installing and using HTML templates. So, as you already know, landing pages are extremely important in order to make money with CPA. You need a landing page no matter what niche you're going into. The better your landing page, the more money you'll make. It's as simple as that. You can either use a domain and your own hosting, or you can use free services like Blogger that will host your landing page for you. However, it's always better to have full control of your landing page, so the own domain hosting is the route to go. That's the route I'm going to be teaching in this video as well. So one question I get all the time when people are just starting CPA is, do I need to know any programming languages? And the answer is yes and no. Now that may seem confusing, but let's put it this way. We're going to be working mainly in HTML and a bit of CSS and a bit of PHP. If you know a bit of HTML and a bit of PHP and a bit of CSS, then editing landing pages and making them your own is much easier than if you knew nothing. I mean, you could always search Google for the answers, and that should be enough for you guys. But just knowing some, like how to replace images, how to replace text, things like that, you should be able to know that. And if not, you can do a quick Google search and learn. And this video will teach a bit of that as well. So, I mean, you don't need to, but it's definitely helpful if you do know some programming language that I mentioned. So where are you supposed to get landing pages? There are many places you can get landing pages, but you just have to look. If you have money to spend, I recommend to get a custom landing page made. From the previous video, you should know that the custom landing page, is the best type of landing page and will often have the highest CR. However, if you're tight on money, you can do one of two things. One of these things that is what I'll be doing in this video, and the other thing you can Google how to do because I don't want to get involved, and that is copying landing pages. I don't want to get involved in that. I don't condone it. But if you absolutely can't find a landing page, there is an option to copy it. So you can just search Google for that method, and I'm sure you'll find something. But in this video, I'm going to show you where to download templates at CPA Elites, and I will also show you how to install it. Side note of CPA Elites, you just heard me mention that. You can get your landing page templates for free at CPA Elites. If you're not already a member, you can sign up at this following link, tiny.cc/CPAE. Now on this forum, you will also find little tips and tricks that will allow you to gather all the missing details that you feel are necessary. I use CPA Elite for landing pages and for new opportunities and methods. However, there are a lot of people there who use the forum as a plea for help. You'll find many people there that just want to use you. So I don't suggest that you go there often, only when you really need it, or only when you really want to share something with the community. When looking for your landing page, first, look for one pre-made with the niche you're doing. If there's none with your niche, choose the one that you like the style of because you can easily edit it once you have it. Once you choose a landing page, you're going to have to pay for a domain and hosting. I'll put a link below to a video that Kyle made that will show you exactly how to purchase a domain and hosting. After you have both of those, follow what I do next. Alright, we're back, and here on CPA Elites, like I mentioned before. So, this site is really good for getting resources that you might be looking for, and also to get landing pages. So just to get started, you want to sign up on the link I provided, and then once you log in, you can type in landing page in the search bar and press enter. Once you do that, you're going to see a whole bunch of landing pages that people have shared and are available for download for absolutely free. So once you find one you like, you can download it and save it to somewhere where you will be able to find it. Once you do that, you can log into your web host and go to cPanel. Once you're inside of cPanel, click something called File Manager. Once you do that, you'll arrive at a directory that looks like this. Now, it may look a little confusing at first, but after this tutorial, you should have a great understanding of what actually needs to be touched and what needs to stay untouched in this directory. So the only thing you really need to pay attention to is public_HTML. You're going to see a folder that is empty. You should see this directory is empty. If it's not, I want you to delete everything that is in the file. In the directory, I mean. So it should be empty. After it's empty, you're going to want to click the upload button and go to where you saved your landing page that you downloaded from CPA Elites. Once you do that, you're going to want to zip it, send to compressed zip folder, and upload that zip file. Once it's done uploading, you can click the back link that will appear below it. And then you should see it in your directory. That should be the only thing in there. Next thing you're going to want to do is extract the contents of the zip and then refresh it. You should see a new folder inside the public_HTML directory. You can now delete the zip folder. So the only thing that's left is your landing page. So as soon as you upload it, it should be ready to go. So if you go navigate to your website, you should see the landing page all ready to go. So the next thing you're going to want to do is go to CPA Grip or whatever network you're a part of, and then go to Monetization Tools and go to Content Lockers. Yours will probably be empty if you haven't done anything, but if not, that's okay. You just click Create a New Content Locker. Now, after you've done that, you should see something like this. And this will be your content locker that will appear on the page. So as you can see, there's a lot of different tabs up here. So first things first, we can start with the template that we want to use. It doesn't matter which one you use, but choose the one that you like the best. So after you've chosen that, you can come over to the Advanced tab, kind of working backwards here, but that's okay. You can come over to the Advanced tab, and under Unlock Action, you can choose what should happen after the user completes the offer. So you can see many different things. You can close the content locker and display a pop-up message. You can just close the content locker and do nothing. You can close the content locker and redirect to a URL. You can reload the current page or execute JavaScript. Now what I usually do for Black Hat is display a pop-up message. Or for White Hat, I would redirect to the URL where the item that they unlocked is waiting for them. So say if it's like a free PDF, just for an example, I would put the direct link to the PDF in this box. For now, I'm just going to put Google. And then you don't need to worry about these CSS tweaks. So next thing you can do is come over to the Mobile tab, and you can choose a theme for your mobile locker. Once you choose a theme, if you know how, you can edit the HTML and edit the text that you see, but if you know how, if not, it's not a big deal. Next, under Style, you're going to want to choose the widget style. I usually just keep it how it is, and keep the background image how it is if you're using a template. Next, you can choose the font, the overlay, so you can see how the background, you can see some of the text behind it. If you want, you can make it 1 so you can't see anything behind it, or you can just leave it how it is. That's usually fine as well. The speed can stay the same, it doesn't matter. The number of offers you can test and see what works best for you, but I usually just keep it on 3 or 4. So last thing we want to do is on the General tab, but before we get to that, you can name your content locker something. This is something that your people will not see, so you can name it whatever you want. So I'll just name it Hey Day Generator. And then you can choose the text. To whatever you want. And then you can change the access time, which is how long they have to access the page without having to do another survey. Allow closed will allow you to actually close the box. I usually keep it on no. And now next you'll see load method. So on your landing page, you're going to see something along the lines of, let me find it here. Right here. So on the button click, it's going to call your locker. Now that is the code that's going to execute when you click the button. Now the reason why it's called locker is because on CPA Grip, you click on click and press save and then press get code. You're going to notice that there is an on click note, and that is the exact same code that's on the landing page that will actually make the locker pop up as soon as you click it. So what you're going to want to do is click copy. Don't worry about the code options, just leave them unchecked. And then you're going to want to find the code that looks similar to it. In this case, it's at the bottom, and you're just going to want to replace it with yours. After you replace it, you can click save and then go back to your landing page. So you can go through it and see if your locker shows up now and see if you did it all correctly. Alright, so this is the button with the on click function that we added. So once we click it, it should pop up, and there it is. There is the locker we just created, and that's how we implemented the locker onto the website. Now, if you ever want to make edits to the locker, all you have to do is edit it back in CPA Grip with clicking the edit button over here. And then it will let you edit the locker without having to change the link in your landing page every time you make an edit. Alright, so those are just the basics, everything you need to know to get up and running as quickly as possible without any hardships or any obstacles in your way. So up to this point, you should know how to choose a niche and how to install a landing page onto your web host. If you have any questions this far, please use the Facebook group to post your question. We'll try to reply ASAP. Now that we have our landing page up and ready, we're ready to start sending traffic to it. Stay tuned for the coming videos on how to generate traffic to your landing pages.